guys, and welcome back to our channel. I hope you are liking this series of Java 8 from our channel. If you want to have a video of any specific topic, then do let us know in the comment section. So far, in the previous videos, we have covered the features that are introduced in Java 8. We have learned some of the features like Lambda expression and functional interfaces. In our last video, we learned how we can invoke a Lambda expression using the functional interface. In case you have missed it, please click on the link mentioned in the I button. So in this video, we'll see some more examples of Lambda expression using the functional interface. Also, we'll see how Lambda expressions can be used to replace anonymous inner class. We'll also see some of the differences between Lambda expression and anonymous inner class. So let's get started. This time, we'll take an example of comparator interface. What is a comparator interface? A comparator interface in Java is used to order the objects of user-defined class. A comparator is capable of comparing two objects of the same class. Java comparator interface is used to sort an array or the list of objects based on some custom sorting order. The custom sorting order of the items can be imposed if we implement the compare method of the comparator interface. This interface contains only one abstract method. Hence, we can consider this as a functional interface. And if we can consider it as a functional interface, then we can happily use lambda expression with it. This can be done if we implement the compare method. So let's look at the syntax of compare method. int compare to1, to2. This method returns an integer. It returns a negative number if the object 1 should come before object 2. It returns 0 if the object 1 is equal to the object 2. It returns a positive number if the object 1 should come after object 2. So let us see this example of comparator interface to sort a list in a reverse order. So here you can see the syntax of comparator interface. What we'll do is we'll forget that we have any concept like lambda expression. So tell me, how will you provide the implementation of this interface in Java 7 without knowing the lambda expression? So here you will provide a class that will implement this interface, and this class will provide the definition for the method which is present inside the comparator interface. So your code will look something like this. Public class reverse comparator which implements the comparator for integer. Here we have overridden the abstract method compare that takes two input parameters and performs some operation for their comparison and then returns an integer to tell us which object should come first while sorting. So here we have implemented the reverse order of the comparison. So what we'll do is, in this method we'll return -1 when the object 1 is greater than object 2. We'll return a 0 when both the objects are equal, and we'll return 1 when the object 1 is less than object 2. So now if I want to call this method, what I'll have to do is I have to write a code to instantiate this reverse comparator and then call the method compare. So our code will look something like this. Public class reverse comparator demo, which is having a public static void main method, and inside this we have an array of integers. We have converted it to the list and then used it to sort for the collections. The usage looks something like collection.sort list and new reverse comparator. Now you can see collections.sort take two parameters. First, the list to be sorted, and second, the custom comparator. So in this way, what we have done is we have returned an implementing class for the comparator, and then we have instantiated the object of that implementing class so that we can call the method compare from this interface. Now the same task we need to achieve using the functional interface. So before achieving that, what we'll do is let's try to convert this code inside the method into a ternary operator. So how we can write this particular code as? We can write it as this. That is return O1 greater than O2 That means if O1 is greater than O2, then we'll return -1 colon O1 is less than O2. So if O1 is less than O2, we'll return 1, else we'll return a 0. Now let me convert this compare method to lambda expression. So the function compare can be written as O1 comma O2 and the expression that we wrote above. Then we have studied that functional interfaces are capable of holding the lambda expression. So what we'll do is we'll hold this expression into a comparator reference. Comparator integer reverse equals to the lambda expression that we wrote above. So in our main method, what we can do is we can directly write this. So our main method will look something like this. So see, we have added the lambda expression, and then we have passed this reference of lambda expression to the collections.sort method. So here you can see we have a reverse comparator that implements the comparator. Here we have overridden the compare method, which returns integer upon comparing the objects. Then we have a reverse comparator demo, and inside the main method we have a list of integers, and we are passing this list to the collections.sort method. Now let me save and compile this code. Java C star.java Java reverse comparator demo. You can see the list before sorting and after sorting. Now let me change this method by the lambda expression. So how I can write this into the lambda expression? O1 comma O2, and for the comparison we'll convert it to the single statement, that is O1 greater than O2. Then what we'll do is we'll return a negative integer, that is -1. If O1 is less than O2, then we'll return a positive integer, that is 1. Else we'll return a 0. So this is the expression which is used for comparison, and now we'll copy this statement and go to the main method. Here I will create the object of comparator integer reverse equal to the lambda expression. And now instead of passing the new reverse comparator, I'll pass this reverse. So let me save this code. Let me compile and let me run this code. So this was it for today. Today we have seen how we can implement the comparator interface using the lambda expression. In our upcoming videos, we'll see more about lambda expression and how we can invoke them using the functional interfaces. So I hope you like this video. So do like, share and subscribe. Stay tuned for yet another videos of Java 8. Till then, take care, bye bye, and thank you for watching.